mụnụ nke onye echi ya zelụ ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ mmiri ya tara m azụ anwụna onye nji maka ya bịa tata bụ nwanne anyị nwoke a na-akpọ Izichukwu Akanli. O ife mwute na ya bụ nwata nwoke bụ onye nwe anwụ tata ka mkpụrụ obi na mkpụrụ obi niile kwelụnụ gara aga si n'ebele nke Chukwu ezuru ike na ndụkwa. Onye bụ Izichukwu Akanli. Izichukwu Akanli bụ onye Nigerian Air Force na-agba Nigerian Air Force Football Club. O kwekwa ịghọta na papi alụrụ amị. Ya bụ Izichukwu Akanli ọ na-alụ Air Force na-agbasi bọọlụ ike mana ọ nwere ife ọbịa chọpụta na a na-enwere ya n'ugwu. Ọ na-ekwu na-asị na ọ na-abụ imirikiti ife a na-eme a kwesịrị ịda afịa ada edi mana ọ nwere ife o ji ekpọrọ maka na ife ka mkpa bụ Air Force ọ na-alụ. Abịa na nke ikpeazụ a afịa pụta na ndị ya eso jee nọchite anya Naịjirịa na mba China. Ọ dị ya na nlọ dị ya ka onife obi bili asa aṅụrị ọgwa nne ya gwa ụmụnne si anekwa na ife na-eme na ya nekwa ya na anya depụta afịa maka ọ na na-agbasi bọọlụ ike mana ka o si gbatakwuru dịka nwa onye Igbo ọ bụ anya na-ekwu okwu ka ọ dị dịka nwa onye Igbo ọ bụ ọ chọpụta na na-emeri ya n'ukwu. Ụmụnne m ụnụ amụ ife bụ Izichukwu ka m gwazanụ ka o si gbatakwuru. Olu on 11th March n'isi ụtụ ebe 6 Izichukwu kpọ nne ya na ya na-akarị ọ sị nne ya na ebe fa nọ na fa kwesịrị ịpụta mee training mana ọ nwere onye afọ. Nne ya sị ya irishon na ndị aka ya lụrụ ọjọbọ si ya mba na fa ya apụ on 14th mana tata abụrụgo 11 maka ọkwa ịghọta na fancha niile nọ na Abuja. A sị na onwe ndị si Senegal bịa, onwe ndị si Ghana bịa, onwe ndị si mba ọzọ dị n'iche nje n'Afrịka wee bịa maka ọ na-agba na-arọpụta. Ụmụnne m ya na mpịa na-azazi kọlụ a akọtụ akọlụ mpịa nọ kpọọ ya ọzarọ kọlụ ya mpịa gba nkịtị mbọsị ya aga mpịa kpọọ ife niile ọ kpọọ ya nọmbịa kwụsịzi ego a 11 gaa 12 gaa 13 gaa olu on 14 on 14 ka a bịa wee nụba lịkọlịkọ na ya bụ nwa amadi Izichukwu Nwaali na ọ dị ọzọkwa ndụ eziokwu ụmụnne m dịrọ ndụ. Unu ama na 11 a nọmbịa kwụsị ego a 12 13 14 a papi ebidogo ime kọlụ na-ajụzi bifo abịa nụba asa that 14 aka agwakwa papi anọ nwe efemeli ahụ. Ụmụnne m oluzi on 14 mpịa akpọbazasị mpịa n'onwe ndị na-abịa bịa kafazie ya ozi. Ụnụ ama ozi eji wee bịa ede na leta ndị bịa weta leta si na gịnị eme na Izichukwu Nwaali abụrụ onye nwụ anwụ. Ka ife nji ekwuli ife nji ekwuli bụ maka ụmụnna anyị ndị Igbo ndị na-akwado ije lụọ Nigerian Army. Ọkwa ifu ka o si gbatakwuru ndị be anyị si na ọnwụ ugbu ala ji na ọ nweta alụmajiri nọ nzọsa ka ọ ya adọsị ya. A sị na mgbe a na-agwa nwa nne na nna ya dị okwu a na-adụ ya ọdụ mgbe aka onye na-enwere nna na nna ji ya amụ ife nke maka ọ nwere ya adụ ya. Ife ndị ekwuli ya bụrụ ife ọzọ nọ ọsọ yi ekwela ọsọ ya ekwe na ọsọ yi na ọsọ ya anụ na ndị Igbo Naijiria abụrụ ọba anyị. Ife ya na-ekwu okwu ebu ka anyị esi nwere onwe anyị maka anyị nwere onwe anyị na Naijiria. Amụrụ ka m esikwa ife a ka ụmụnne m nghọta ihe kwe ka Naijiria mee ya bifo odoo ya anya na Naijiria abụrụ ọba anyị. Ama m na Izichukwu Nwaali a mgbe kosoro na ndị ọya abụ ekwute okwu na Naijiria abụrụ ọba anyị ọsọ ya mba. Ama na onwe kosoro na ndị ọya abụ ebe ekwute okwu ndị Igbo nwere onwe fa ọsị ya onwe maka na ọ ka emetụrụ ya tata o megie mme ekpere onye iro m ekpere ka Naijiria mee ya mba. Papi alụrụ amị lụsịa pụta ọ bụrụ iwu na iche ịlụ amị nwere iche ịlụ Air Force n'ihi anwụ mba ekwesịghị na ịlụ bịa na ọ nwere ife ya emeghị mana ntụ o si gbatakwuru na Naijiria tata ọkachasị gị nwe onye Igbo ka ị na-eje ebe a ọ dị ka ya sị na iwelugo ndụ ịtụ n'ihi anwụ mana ọ bụrụ ife kwụsị ịbụ asụ ya n'oyibo ọ kwesịrị ịbụ suicide mission mba. Ọ bụrụ iwu na onye ọbụla bụ onye agha ma ndị na-efe n'elu ma ndị na-anọ n'anị ma ọ bụ ndị na-anọ na mmiri n'ihi anwụ mba. Ọ bụrụ iwu n'ihi anwụ mana ntụ o si gbatakwuru kịta gị bụ nwa onye Igbo na-eje ebe a ọ dịkwa ka ọ ya sị na iwelugo ndụ ịchụ aja na iwu ka ọ bụ n'ihi anwụ. Amụrụ ka m mesikwa ife a ka aghọta mana ndị obili ebe a na okwu abụrụ nni maka nkwube na ma ya okwusiro mbọsị nta ka chọọ na owere ntị ọ nwere ntị ya nụrụ
onye nwere ntị ya were nụrụ ife. Yes, you've actually seen this video. Now, for those of you who have not seen this video, I've posted it on different, platforms, on different YouTube channels, and also on Instagram and Twitter. For those of you who are on Twitter, this is a very important information, and that is why I want to drop the next information that is circulating the social media. And this is Musa coming out, to tell Biafrans to stop in fact, he's trying to coin the words. He's trying to tell Biafrans to, to stop propagating anything that will push the Biafran struggle, that it is causing insecurity in the land. Now, let us read the information from Major General Musa, yeah, the chief of defense staff of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Now, Musa said, the chief of defense staff, CDA General Christopher Musa, has cautioned the people of the Southeast against promoting the activities of the indigenous people of Biafra. That is, in totality, anything that has to do with the Biafran struggle, whether IPOB, whether Mazi Simon Ekpa, whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, anything that that will make the world hear about Biafra, that will keep on teaching people or creating awareness. That is the word, creating awareness for anything that has to do with Biafra, for anything that has to do with the injustices happening in the zoo. Now, what is bringing up all this fear from Musa? Musa is one person who knows how to fear, and it is so unfortunate that he doesn't even know how to hide his fears, and when he has any issues. Now, I think the international communities are recognizing Biafra, faster and quicker than expected. And this is their fear because of the massive gain, the massive awareness Biafrans have been making concerning, the activities of the zoo and also the buyings in Biafraland, not just only in Biafraland, also in other parts of the zoo where Christians are being massacred on daily basis. Now, this awareness is going out wide, and international communities are beginning to speak. I know United States of America, spoke about this, in their parliament. They discussed it. They had a discussion about it also. So the awareness is being massive because of what we keep on doing on social media by raising our voices high, for the world to understand the injustices happening in Biafran land. And that is why, if you remember, they came out and said that social media is now a terrorist organization, that those who are involved in social media are terrorists. I don't understand, you get. Now, also, they also pushed for the bill of regulating social media activities in the zoo. These things, are actually, the move that they are making to subdue the voices of the people so that they can continue to do their things quietly, keep on buying innocent people, and yet the world will not read. Let me tell you, social media is a tool, and it is a very massive tool that we have used to propagate and push for the Biafran and freedom. You can attest, you can agree to me that, the activities that Biafrans, have done using social media platform is something that no other freedom fighting group or have been able to attain. Biafrans have actually been up and doing when it comes to giving out information and doing the needful using social media platform. Now let's continue with the CDS. He said, speaking during a community engagement in Omo, Anambra State, local government area of Anambra State, General Musa stressed that the spread of unverified information not only endangers the region but also poses a threat to national unity and peace. Now, he's calling it unverified. He's calling it unverified. Now, what about the unverified information that the Zoo media has been propagating against Simon Ekpa Njoko, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Yet, nobody is saying anything about it. But you want Biafrans to stop pushing, Biafra on social media. Let us continue. The CDS, represented by Group Captain Ibrahim Buka, Deputy Director of Defense Media Operation, visited the Obieze, Anoku Eze, Igulube of Omo as part of a people-centric diplomatic outreach within the Operation Udoka area of responsibility. General Musa stated that IPOB's actions are detrimental not just to the southeast but to Nigeria as a whole and should not be supported in any form. Kampiaya pause there, because there is no need to go further, because you already know what this thing is all about. Now, when it comes to the issue of Biafran struggle, they try to coin it in such a way that the world will look at it and think that it is a terrorist activity. But when it comes to the so-called Boko, their people, they try as much as possible to sugarcoat it in every sense of, love, so that people will start seeing it. But these people are not even doing anything compared to what the other people are doing. But yet, the movement, the Biafran movement, has actually been a peaceful movement. It is because of the level of peace that our people have handled the whole thing. That is why, in fact, it is as if at some point, that if they were playing before the coming of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, who decided to do it by force, because he's a man who believes that violence taketh it by force, and he has applied it for the zoo, because zoo is a country that you cannot handle except with the use of violence. So that's what the team be. Now, let us still go into this matter deeper on other issue that we are going to address today.
Breaking news. Christopher Musa urges media blackout over army terrorist attacks on Biafrans in the southeastern part of the zoo. Here the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 25th of April 2025, and I have breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. The Chief of Defense Staff of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, Christopher Musa, has urged media blackout as the zoo terrorists in military uniform carry out terrorist attacks against the innocent citizens of Biafra in Biafraland, otherwise known at this very point in time as the southeastern part of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. So I don't want to waste your time, as we all are going to read this very news in full details from Vanguard News Nigeria. But before moving forward, I want to remind every one of us, all Biafrans and lovers of freedom around Europe, America, and other parts of Asia that have eligible travel document to travel from your location to Finland, to make it worth a while. Make sure that you are present on the 9th of May 2025 for all important protests for the release of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. As you can see on the screen, inquiry number for Finland protest for the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa, please call +358 40 243 6561. This is the official number for inquiries and all details concerning this very upcoming protest that is being scheduled on the 9th of May 2025 in Helsinki, Finland. Now, moving forward into the news of the day, I want you to see the title on your screen from Vanguard News Nigeria. They said, CDS to Southeasterners, stop propagating IPOB activities on social media. Now, I want to explain the reason why they keep on using IPOB, because they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is number one. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. I want you to copy that. That is the reason why, the first reason, everything they want to report about Biafra, they use that word IPOB, because they are holding the leader of IPOB. That is number one. Then number two, they cannot afford to use the word Biafra Liberation Army. They rather use Eastern Security Network, because of what? They know that the moment they use the word, or they start using the word BLA, Biafra Liberation Army, that means the zoo has officially validated the Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra government. So listen, the very day they made that mistake last year to use that word, Biafra Liberation Army, social media went agog. The moment we made that broadcast, I made that broadcast, Prime Minister talked about it, social media went agog. Since that day till today, they never use the word Biafra Liberation Army again. I want you to bear that in mind as we move into the details of this very news. The Chief of Defense Staff, CDS, General Christopher Musa, has cautioned the people of the Southeast against promoting the activities of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and its armed wing, the Eastern Security Network, ESN, particularly through social media. Pay attention, please. There are a lot of things you need to know here. Speaking during a community engagement in Omo, Anambra East local government area of Anambra State, General Musa stressed that the spread of unverified information not only endangers the region, but also poses a threat to national unity and peace. They are talking about peace only in Southeast, but they don't care about the peace in the North, Northeast, Northwest, and North Central, which is being ravaged by insecurity and, of course, the Fulani terrorism, which the same army is aiding and abetting. Now, pay attention, let's read. The CDS, represented by Group Captain Ibrahim Buka, Deputy Director of Defense Media Operations, visited the Obi Ezanuku, Eze Igulube of Omo, as part of a people-centric diplomatic outreach within the Operation Udoka area of responsibility. General Musa stated that IPOB's actions are detrimental not just to the Southeast, but to Nigeria as a whole, and should not be supported in any form. A Fulani man is the one telling an Igbo, traditional ruler that the people fighting for the liberation of the land, that their activities and actions are detrimental to the region and to the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom and must not be supported. This man is telling a traditional ruler in our land on how they can stop the IPOB, trying to use our own people to stop the freedom of our people. This is what they know how to do best. Britain taught them how to do this, and they are doing it. They are using these tactics to the fullest, and they are not going to stop until we defeat them. They won't stop until we stop them, and if we fail to stop them, then they will stop us. They will succeed in stopping us using our own people. He continued. He strongly condemned the trend of circulating false or harmful narratives pushed by IPOB and other outlawed groups, emphasizing that restoring security in the region requires the active cooperation of the local population. Did you see that? They said that what we are circulating is false and harmful narratives because we are exposing the terrorist attacks of the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army against the innocent indigenous people in Biafraland. How they invade our communities, raise the communities, burn down people's homes. The videos are everywhere. There is absolutely nothing like fake news, false news, or harmful narratives. It's in the public. How they invade communities, burn down the entire community, raise homes down, unalive people in the name of looking for Eastern Security Network. You come in our communities, look at what is going on in Okigwe. Till today, they are still bombarding everywhere. You purchase two Super Tucano jet in America to fight Boko Haram. You leave Boko Haram. They are having field day. They are having, they are enjoying themselves in the north. You leave them and you bring your Super Tucano here in the east to bombard the entire area. And then you come to tell our traditional rulers that IPOB is circulating false and harmful, narratives, because we are exposing your atrocious activities in our land with video evidences, and you are not comfortable with it. We will continue to expose you while we fight to liberate ourselves and our land from the shackles of the damnable Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Nigeria and the British colonizers. They continued, people should have trust in the military. You see, people should have trust in the military. Musa is telling us that we should trust the military. How can we trust you when we watch with our own eyes, you throwing bombs from air to destroy our lives and livelihood, and you are telling us with your word of mouth to trust the same military that have destroyed our lives? Right from 1966 till today, the Igbo land to be precise, have been completely ruined by the Nigerian military, ruined by the Nigerian army. Did you get that? Ruined, completely destroyed. All our efforts will, hustle and make money, try to build our land. The army will come with their Super Tucano to bombard the entire area, bombard Market Square, unalive our mothers and our children, and you want us to trust and have hope in the military, the same military that is killing us. You must be out of your senses, Musa. He said, people should have trust in the military because the military belongs to them. He said, they should always provide us with actionable information. When you see something, say something. It is only through such cooperation that we can effectively tackle insecurity and restore peace. You see, he reassures the community of the military's impartial role in maintaining peace and order. We are only after the bad elements and are here to protect law-abiding citizens, he added. These are only word of mouth. They are doing nothing but unaliving innocent Biafrans in Igbo land. The videos are there. Evidences abound. We can see what they are doing to us. So you cannot deceive us with a mere word of mouth. And he's also crying because the Biafran people have shunned joining the military. In the event of communal conflict, our aim is to restore peace, not to take sides. Can somebody tell me the business of army on a communal clash or civil actions? Civil actions should be taken by police in a sane society, not by the military. They keep on shooting themselves in the foot. Now, General Musa affirmed that the armed forces will continue to perform their constitutional duties to ensure the safety and stability of Nigeria, thus creating an environment where the economy can thrive. In his remarks, the traditional ruler, Eze Igulube of Omo, commended the military for its sustained effort in combating insecurity in his domain. He acknowledged the positive impact of their presence, describing it as a source of relief and reassurance for his people. Eze Igulube of Omo, I don't want to come for you. This broadcast is not for you. But it will be a shame that you helped the invaders. It will be a shame, a dishonor, that you create enabling environment for aliens in military uniform to destroy our land. It will be a dishonor. It will be a great shame that you, Eze Igulube of Omo, to help invaders in military uniform to destroy our children and our women in this very part of Biafra nation. We are watching. We are watching. With this very information we are getting now, our satellite is not just on you, but on the entire, area. We are watching you. We are watching all your activities. If you have become a sabo, then we will treat you as a saboteur. Simple. It's very simple as that. It's not about your title or anybody natural a treat here just the same way other invaders will be treated. That is the only thing I have for you. They said, the commitment and bravery of the armed forces in ensuring peace in our community have not gone unnoticed. The monarch said, our people are predominantly farmers, peace-loving and accommodating. We are ready to offer credible intelligence that will support your mission and enhance the security of our land. Did you hear that? Did you hear what this man said? Let me take this part again. He said, we are ready. Let me highlight it. We are ready to offer credible intelligence that will support your mission and enhance the security of our land. This man said that we are ready to offer credible intelligence. Ezi Igulube, one of our more, you have said it, and we have heard you. You say you are ready to offer credible intelligence. This your readiness and your offer to offer credible intelligence must not be sabotaging the efforts of those who are fighting to liberate our land from the hands of our oppressors. If your offer is detrimental to the effort of the people fighting to liberate their land, then I've already said where you are going to be counted and where you belong. So, in conclusion, he pledged the continued support of the community in the collective effort to maintain peace and safety in the region. The people of Omo and the environ, I want you to know, Anambra East local government area of Anambra State, I want you to know that the military of the zoo is being populated by the repentant Boko Haram members. The only thing they know how to do is to unalive innocent citizens, especially the Igbo people of Biafra. There is no how Fulani will guarantee the safety of an Igbo man. It is not possible. There is no any possibility of that. They want to lure you to give them information where Biafra Liberation Army personnel are, so that they will go and unalive them. Our children, unalive ndị Igbo maka Igbo na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe. Ọ bụ na ịtụọ ndị be anyị aka na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe, ife a ya eme gị ya adị worse than ife a ya eme ndị bịara Igbo anyị. Ọ ka mma na nji Igbo wee sụọ aka, ọ na-aghọta ife m na-ekwu. Anybody tụrụ ụmụaka na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe aka, kpọlụ ndị amị ga tụọ ọlụ fa aka, tụọ befe aka fa, agba befe ọkụ, gbusie ụmụnne fa, gbusie nne fa, gbusie nna fa. Then if Igbo your own is the worse than ndị abịala Igbo anyị bụ ndị ugwu nọ na kaki uniform. And emesịa gị ife in physical, mmụọ anyị emekwa gị ife na anyị mmụọ. Thank you, my people. Tosalụ na Mozia and make it go viral.
Ask you about the IPOB agitation. Simon Ekpa, for example, you've told me before that you're working with the foreign authorities to ensure, but now what updates do you have now?
No, I think the Finnish government have their own procedure they're going through. The Nigerian government have forwarded all the relevant documents, exhibits, and everything about what's going on. So I'm sure justice will be done.
So it looks like it's taking longer than necessary.
Well, it's not our country, it's a sovereign country. They have their own procedures, so they have to follow their own procedures. Ours is to ensure they will follow up and make sure that we monitor what's being done. But I'm sure they will do, because we have been able, I think the Attorney General did a fantastic job, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Minister of Defense, together with the Office of the National Security Advisors, comprehensive things were done, exhibits were forwarded, that will enable them to be able to take action.
How dangerous was Simon Ekpa's activities and all allied or related to your office and to the Nigerian society?
Very innocent people were killed just by his utterances. And so we needed to stop that. And that's immediately they picked him, you see that it has gone down. There are people like him that also doing those things, were also equally going after them, both outside and within. There are people that benefit. You know, the funny thing about the country is that some people think everything is about politics. There are individuals that feel if there is peace, then maybe the government is doing too well, and then people want to applaud. So some people want to intentionally want to make sure that the country remains ungovernable. There's strife everywhere, but innocent people are killed. If you want to be a leader and you are praying for some people to be killed just because you want to come in, I think there's a problem somewhere.
So the agitation in the southeast region, I mean, you have mentioned that it is not only the fight, but there are other measures.
Yeah.
Do you think that the release of Nnamdi Kanu might help the situation?
Well, I don't know. I think the federal government is considering all options, and I think that's a decision, that's a political decision. It's not our own decision. Our own decision is to stop the killing, to ensure that we secure the communities and that they're free. People must stop providing necessary support to these individuals. In Maiduguri, why surrendering came up is that people stopped supporting them and they were able to come out. So I think the same thing should be repeated here, so that we can have, to whatever grievance they have representatives that will represent them, that will make cases for them. But besides that, we're always using the kinetic and the non-kinetic. It's not only about force. The non-kinetic aspect is also working. Like I mentioned, the kinetic effort is just about 30%. Non-kinetic is almost 70-65% of the whole solution. So we're also working towards that. The federal government is working with the opinion leaders, with stakeholders in the southeast to ensure that they bring them, let them come together and discuss and be able to call this and stop this wanton killing. Those guys doing the killing, you wonder what they're doing for. They are just killing people randomly.
Breaking news. Fulani set up a new terror group in Yorubaland as villagers flee attack. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 21st of April 2025, and I have another breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, this is a big news. I am telling you the gospel truth. This is a big news. Fulani has set up another new terror group, and this one is happening in Yorubaland. Now, I want every Yoruba journalist, if you are listening to me right now, and you are from the western part of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, and you know any journalist from your land, from your tribe as a Yoruba, I want you to tag him or her. Tag Alumnia here, tag him. Bring that idiot that works with Channels Television. Can't even remember his name. Tag him here. That young man. Bring Ruben Apati. Tag all of them, including those working with AIT. Bring all of them, Silverbird Television. I want them here. I want them to know that Fulani that they have been shedding and protecting with their media, their evil media, their brand envelope media, has finally succeeded in setting up another terrorist organization in the western part of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. So, without further ado, let us delve into the news. And as you can see on your screen, we are going to be reading this news from Sahara Reporters, one of the Zoo media platforms, as they have reported today. But before moving forward, I want also to remind every one of us, especially Biafrans who are living around Europe, America, and Asia, I want you to know that the protest which is being scheduled to hold in Finland on the 9th of May 2025 is real. Biafrans cannot afford to abandon Mazi Simon Ekpa. We cannot afford to do that. He's going to be disappointed. He's going to be depressed that his own people who have been telling him right on, they abandoned him. These are one of the reasons I said no, I have to continue. Because Oya Bifi fele na Mazi Simon Ekpa putalo onezia anya obuna Biafra United anolozia because of the evil that Nigeria government has used some people to cause in our midst. So my people, If you are living in Europe, America, and some part of Asia, and you have eligible documents to travel, make yourself available on the 9th of May 2025 to attend this very protest. It's strictly for the release of our Prime Minister. As you can see the number on the headline on your screen, inquiry number for Finland protest for the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Please call +358 4024 36561. This is the official number to call. Any inquiry you want to know more about the protest, you want to book hotel reservation, anything you want to know, call this number on your screen. But note that you will never spend any money. Anybody that asks you for money is a scam. This protest is free of charge. You are not paying a dime. The only money you are going to spend is your transportation that will take you from your location to, of course, Helsinki, Finland, where the protest will be held. Now, moving back into the news of the day, as you can see the headline from Sahara Reporters, they said, breaking, residents flee Kwara community, accuse Nigerian army of abandoning fight against new terror group, Mamuda, to vigilantes. This headline gathers every information that you need concerning this very latest development, which includes the Janjaweed terrorist army of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Did you hear that? The residents flee Kwara communities, not one community, Kwara communities. After fleeing, they accuse the Zoo Janjaweed army of abandoning fight against new terror group, Mahmuda. They say their name is Mahmuda. So now, if you add this one to the existing 9 terror groups in the northern part of the zoo, which they are now encroaching into Biafraland, or they are here already, especially their Fulani herdsmen terrorists, they are here already. If you add this Mahmuda, that means you now have 10 terror organizations in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, funded by the Fulani oligarchy. Wow. And people still want to savage the zoo. The likes of IPOB, mad people everywhere. Now, you can see the date, April 21st, 2025, today. The latest wave of panic follows the Nigerian army's sudden withdrawal from active operations in the area, leaving local vigilantes alone to confront the deadly group known as Mahmuda. I'm laughing. You know why I'm laughing? It's a pity for those affected. But I'm laughing because there are so many people from the western part of the zoo who are still today. If you say baka, they want Nigeria to succeed. Mad people everywhere. There is a new sheriff in town where you come from, Mahmuda. Fulani has formed a new terror group in your own fatherland. Even as they took over Kwara State in the oldies, it's not enough for them. Now, the remaining Yorubas in that area are the targets. They want to sack all of them completely to make sure that the entire Kwara State is now fully owned and occupied by Fulani terrorists. Now, residents of several communities in Kayama local government area of Kwara State are fleeing their homes in droves as a new terrorist group tightens its grip on the region. Sahara Reporters can confirm. Tightens their grip. They say tightens their grip. If you don't understand that English, I am sorry, you need a dictionary. Now, the latest wave of panic follows the Nigerian Army's sudden withdrawal from active operations in the area, leaving local vigilantes alone to confront the deadly group known as Mahmuda. Nigerian Army has suddenly withdrawn from the area because the order has come from above to withdraw in order to allow this newborn baby, this latest sheriff in town, Mahmuda terrorist organization, to ravage the entire community and take over the land. Is there any other thing? It is called common sense. common sense, order has come from above to withdraw all the military there in order not to have any atom of confrontation, because they may fear that within the soldiers who were there could be some genuine ones. You know, most of the soldiers are repentant Boko Haram members. So inside them, there might be genuine ones who will confront these terrorists head on. What do? They withdrew all of them, both the repentant Boko Haram members in the military and of course the few genuine ones. They withdraw them, and in order to allow the new baby to deal with the villagers decisively. The zoological republic. This is what you get when you support evil. When you support evil, this is what you get. Where is Amoteku? Or Amoteku does not function or exist in Kwara State? I don't even know. Yes, by the way, I don't know. Community sources who spoke to Sahara reporters on Monday today lamented the deteriorating security situation and accused the Nigerian and Kwara State governments of ignoring the growing insecurity in the area. As I am talking to you now, our community, Kemanji, is under the control of these people. Under the control of these people. A source speaking from that community is telling you and I that as I am talking to you now, Kemanji, one of the communities, is under the control of these people. And as I'm talking to you, nobody is aware. Because of what? The zoo brand envelope media platforms, who are not just being bought over, but also being controlled by the same Fulani that are sponsoring these terrorist groups, cannot report this type of news. Impossible. They can never report it. That's why nobody's aware. Several communities are already under the control of this new terror group, yet nobody's aware. Until now that you are listening to me. Unbelievable. The zoological republic of Animal Kingdom is completely gone. Gone forever. It has, in fact, the zoo is gone for good, for the betterment of all of us and those that believe in God. Now, they have not entered the main Kayama town, the man continued, and that was how it started in Sokoto, Kebbi, and other states. Our community is about 10 kilometers from Kayama, one source said. This Kayama is one of the main towns around this part of Kwara State. He explained that the current state of fear gripping the area has triggered a mass exodus, with both wealthy and unprivileged residents abandoning their homes. With both wealthy and unprivileged residents abandoning their homes. Mi Diego, mi daro benyo. Once also, that's when I look at these fools, when I look at them, I will shake I will just nod my head. Because they are blind, they don't understand what we are saying. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been crying and shouting, yet these fools couldn't understand him. Mazi Simon Ekpa came on board. They called him all sorts of names. They called him a terrorist. They celebrated that Finnish authority has arrested him. Today, I am telling them, this voice from the wilderness is telling you, Obi Kubana and your likes, that by the time it will get to you, by the time it will get to your area, you will flee and you are going to lose every single thing that you have worked for your life. Everything that you have suffered for. You will lose all of it. Of course, you are rich, you have money, maybe you have another international passport from elsewhere, so it will be easy for you and your family to flee, to fly away. But you will lose everything, all those things that are making you to say, we die here. It is either one Nigeria or nothing. You are going to lose all of them when the time comes. Just pray that people like us will succeed in getting you freedom. But even though we get you that freedom, we are going to pay. You will pay. People like all of you that sabotage this freedom will pay. You won't just come and enjoy it just like that. I'm telling you. The problem now is that everyone is afraid. Both the rich and the poor have started abandoning their houses. I am not the one talking. He said both the rich and poor have started abandoning their houses. Both the rich, I want you to outline that. He said they are moving to the main town of Kayama, Obikwaluneba, and some who have relatives in Ilorin are moving there, and other neighboring towns, he added. According to residents, the terrorists had long occupied the dense forest around the area without incidents. No, they go fajiwe bilini mafia without any incident, without any attack. Because of what? Because they are trying to master the terrain. They want to know the area properly, so that when they attack, they know their ways of, they'll know how to go in and out. That's why they have been in the forest without doing anything. But now they have mastered the terrain. It is time to unleash their venom, which they are doing currently. And the residents continue. They said, however, a military raid during the Islamic holy month of Ramadan reportedly provoked the group, leading to the current spate of attacks on surrounding communities. That is what they felt. That they believe that it was because of military raid that provoked them. That's what they believe. But even though the military raid them, are they attacking the military right now, or they are attacking the innocent villagers? You see, not just the military raid, they already have their targets. The target is the land. The target is the land. That's why they can come and burn houses, burn homes. They don't care about the beauty of the house. Fulanis are, very, very, pleased living in those those small things they usually build in the forest. They are well comfortable living in those things. These terrorists have been inside the thick forest for years, and they did not attack anyone. They started this attack in Ramadan when the Nigerian army attacked them and killed some of their members. This is why they started attacking us, and the army has left us, and they have not come back since that time, another resident said. Sarah reporters gathered that despite the presence of military formation in both Kayama and Baruten, there has been no renewed deployment into the forest where the insurgents are believed to be based. We have army personnel in Kayama and Baruten, but they did not enter the forest again. They are not being deployed to fight these terrorists. The only people fighting are the local vigilantes. The government is not concerned, and this is why they are denying the existence of this group. The source continued. Did you get that? He said the government is not concerned. It's not concerned. And it's not just that, it didn't end there. He continued and said, and this is why they are denying the existence of this group. There's a place I don't want to go. There's a place I don't want to go. The government is not concerned. Therefore, that is the reason why they are denying the existence of this group. They are denying the existence of the group. Let me keep it there. Let me just keep it there, because I don't want to bring this into what is going on in Biafraland and in Biafra struggle. Unbelievable. Ịmara asụ ịbụrụ onye Igbo, ịmara asụ ịsụọ n'ikwe, ma ịmara asụ ịsụọ n'anị buko, ịsụọ n'anị subia mkpụrụ ọkpa gị. You are the one who is going to bear the pen. Now, he expressed frustration at the silence of state and federal authorities